Peanuts, shellfish, and milk are some of the most well-known foods to cause life-threatening allergic reactions in kids.
And school cafeterias across the country have been working on plans to protect kids with severe food allergies for many years. With more meals being served in Spokane schools than even larger districts in the state, we asked, how are emergency exposures handled at school? If you grew up in the 90s, your introduction to anaphylaxis might begin with the tragic ending to the movie My Girl.
What'd you think of me? What? What if you don't get to marry Mr. Bixler?
While bee stings are still deadly for some, serious allergic reactions are more likely to come with a bite.
Nutrition Services works very closely with nursing to make sure we keep these kids safe.
The CDC says 1 in 13 kids, or about 2 per classroom, have food allergies. The USDA says these are the big 9 top allergens in kids.
Just yesterday I was working on a student that had allergies to like 5 or 6 different things.
Ellen Ramus is the Nutrition Services Supervisor for Spokane Public Schools. She says SPS serves 31,000 meals a day, more than any other district in the state. Every year, students with life-threatening food allergies are required to submit a plan reviewed by a healthcare provider with a new prescription of epinephrine. The number of families having to do that is going up.
This year especially, I'm like, oh my gosh, like so many more kids have these diets, but I think part of it might be because they're eating at school now and maybe before they weren't.
All students in the Spokane Public School District are allowed free meals because of a bill passed in the Washington legislature a few years back. Every menu item is listed on the district website along with ingredients and allergens. Even at the high school level, when kids are able to self-select their meals, once they put in their code in the cafeteria, if they have an allergy, an alert like this will pop up to help staff support them. But safeguards only go so far, and students do have accidental exposures. That's when those safety plans are critical.
So if a student has a life-threatening food allergy, I think the most important thing for me to share with families and with providers is that we administer the EpiPen first if there is a suspected or known exposure.
Becky Doty, a registered nurse and executive director of school support services leading nearly 50 nurses across the district, says sometimes parents push back on using an EpiPen right away to prevent traumatic experiences at school.
I would say it's a little more typical now to have a conversation around can the student be given Benadryl if there is a suspected exposure? Can you call me at home, mom or dad, right, before you give the EpiPen? And really, again, our goal is to keep the child safe and alive while they're at school.
A new needle-free nasal spray, emergency epinephrine, is now approved by the FDA, and some students in the Spokane School District are already opting for the needle-free prescription this year.
If insurance allows, that is obviously a great option for families because it is a nasal spray, and that is much less frightening to a child than a needle.
So we've been looking into this nasal spray. Right now, not all insurance companies cover it, and it runs around $700. Spokane Public Schools tells me they are always ready to administer any medication that a provider prescribes, so it's worth the conversation with your family doctor.